Hello, I'm Roxy Nickel, born and bred in the beautiful island of Jamaica. Welcome to Roxy's Journey, where I bring my blogs to life. I share with you my experiences, my thoughts, my 2 nickel cents. If you wish to read my blogs, you can go to roxysjourney.com. I'm so excited to have you on this journey with me. Rocks on the Runway. Along with dreams of representing my country through service, being a fashion model was another big dream of mine. And after meeting my fashion model idol, I was intent on being the next Iman. Backstory. I had the immense pleasure of meeting Iman when she visited Jamaica when I was a contestant in the Pulse fashion model competition. I always wore bangs as I was teased in school about my buck forehead, large forehead, so I would cover it with bangs. She called me up, moved the bangs aside and said, "You are beautiful. Do not hide your face." Listen, that was it. I stopped wearing bangs that day. I started doing fashion shows at the Hugh and Community Center in my neighborhood, as well as at school, church, and after-work fashion shows. I loved being on stage. I could be any character I wanted based on what I was wearing. I get lost in it. Miguel Models was run by music maestro Michael Barnett and was one of the first agencies I was signed to. For those who remember the Oceana Hotel in downtown Kingston, that was the home of the agency where most of the shows were held. I got great early experience on the runway, in print, in the ring, and my first billboard. Yes, I said ring. What had happened was I was ring girl for the final fight of iconic Jamaican boxer Richard Shrimpy Clark, and it is said I distracted him, and that's why he lost the fight. Oh well. Miguel Models started the Uptown versus Downtown fashion series of shows. Let me explain. Dancehall fashion was becoming prominent in our dances and parties in the 90s. Earl Biggie Turner was one of the leading dancehall designers then and still is, and I loved wearing his pieces. So what Michael did was have us, as his Uptown models, showcase the mainstream clothing and bring in popular dancehall models to model the latest in dancehall fashion. Included in the lineup were Carleen Smith, who went on to be our dancehall queen Carleen, and Michelle Downer, who is now known as recording artist D'Angel. I will now reveal the secret to the show. Sorry, Michael. I would come out with Dale in mainstream fashion, then Dale would immediately come back out in dancehall fashion. What? He was actually a twin, and we loved to see the confused looks in the audience as they wondered how he changed so fast. Thanks for the memories, Michael. Next up in my model life was signing with Jade Mark Models. Remember Bridget? That's my friend. We did a number of shows at Coney Park, which was Jamaica's theme park then. We also did a number of music videos. I loved being in a video dance hall queen with who is now my very good friend Peter Lloyd. My face is shown, but the director Lenny Littlewhite utilized another part of my anatomy as he said it would be an asset to the video. I am so glad you all won't be able to find it online. Well, I'm crossing my finger at that. The other video I had tons of fun doing was Fab Five's Don't Wear None. I was honored to be also on the cover of that album. After I completed the Miss Jamaica and Pulse model competitions, the awesomely creative soul that is my dear friend Weston Horton and I started working together on shows. I can't quite remember how it all came about, but I was and still am at his side as production assistant, backstage manager, and sometimes ending up on stage handing out awards if the presenter is not available. I always make sure to dress up in the event I hear, "Roxine here, go hand this out." Weston creates the most creative and exciting runway shows, and he always finds a way to get me on the runway. I remember one show in Florida. The designer forgot my top, and Weston said, "Make it work, girl." So my hands became my top, and I just had to keep saying, "Roxine, don't drop your hands." Weston and our fashion family in Atlanta and Florida still put on shows, so I do get to rock the runway from time to time. A majority of the designs are made by Caribbean designers, as Weston wants to ensure their talent is showcased on the shows. There was one show where the designer took my measurements and the pieces were made and sent from South Africa. You know I had to make sure no extra weight was attained before the show. There was another show where he wanted to school the audience on different colors, so we had a fruit platter backstage and he handed us fruit that matched our outfits as we went out. Go figure. I have entered the stage on a bike through the audience. I have been a dancehall queen, a movie icon, worn just a hat and a man's shirt, carnival costumes, dresses that left little to the imagination, lots of swimwear, G's including. Western likes putting me in swimsuits and some of the most beautiful wedding dresses and evening gowns. There were so many variety of outfits, so many that I just can't remember them all. Even though I never got to walk the runways of Milan, do Fashion Week in New York, or make the cover of Vogue, the fashion shows, print ads, TV commercials and videos that I have had the opportunity to be a part of will always be very special to me as I rocked the local runways. I do hope you enjoyed listening to Roxine's journey. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as I always say, walk good.